very warm welcome. We really have hard competition here. And okay, but anyway, let's start. So we are now in one of the last sessions of the Industrial Vision Days, and with the topic 3D. So one of the very important topics of our industry. And well, we have three very interesting talks. And the first one, I would like to introduce Andreas Huber from Rauscher GmbH, and he will talk about dual camera 3D laser profiler for precise, shadow-free 3D point clouds. So the stage is yours.
Yeah, dear ladies and gentlemen, thanks for visiting. Also, hello to the guys watching the video on demand or over screen. Yeah, my name is Andreas Huber, sales manager from Rauscher GmbH. And today we talk about a brand new dual camera 3D laser profiler for precise shadow-free 3D point clouds. So what's the agenda for today? First, I give a short introduction in Rauscher GmbH and Matrox Imaging. Then we talk a little bit how does a laser profile scanner work. Then we have a short look on the Matrox AltiZ, the key facts, a model overview, the inside view, the external interfaces. The fourth point is why you should use a dual camera system and not a single camera one. So first, it can correct the reflections, it can reduce shading, and if you use it in alternating mode, you can increase the speed. And last but not least, we have a short look on the Matrox imaging software and a short video how the AltiZ is working, scanning objects. So who is Rauscher? Some key facts. So we are leading distributor for machine vision products. We are active in Germany and Austria. We offer hard and software components for machine vision and imaging. So our focus is always on all the technical aspects of the application of our customers. We want to find the perfect solution for the individual case, because as you know, every case is different. We give a huge design-in support, and we are founded in 1973 by Ernst Rauscher. That means we have 48 years of success in image processing. At the moment, we have 16 employees, but of course, we are still growing. So on the right side, you see a list of all our partners. So ADIMEC for high-speed co-express cameras in different resolutions. Then in the field of lighting, we work with MBJ and advanced illumination. And as you all know, it's better to light than to write. In the field of stereo vision, we work with Snerian. Then, of course, in the field of standard cameras and matrix cameras, we work with Basler. The second, another big partner is NET in the field of sphere cameras. In the field of cabling, we work with Intercon. Then we offer cover and size lenses, ViewWorks line scan cameras. And last but not least, of course, Matrox, a big partner. There we offer the whole product range. Yeah, now a short look on all the on Matrox. So they're leading manufacturer of machine vision products for hard and software solutions. So it's one of just few producers for hard and software. They were founded in 1976 in Montreal, in Canada. That's also the reason why they can't be here these days, because they have very strict limitations going back after traveling to Canada. At the moment, they have 700 employees. They have sales offices all around the world and also local distributors. And as I said, they offer a large portfolio for machine vision components. So they offer frame grabbers with all different interfaces like Co-Express, Camera Link, hybrid frame grabbers, analog frame grabbers. They offer smart cameras, the Iris GTR, the Iris GTX, with different resolutions. They offer embedded PCs, also in different sizes. And of course, the star of today, the Matrox AltiZ, which is a laser profile scanner. Here you see a short drawing on how does a laser profile scanner works. So it uses very simple mathematical principles. You see it on the blue. It should be a area scan camera. You see a line scan laser. The line laser emitting a laser line. If this one hits an object, there is a baseline shift, and out of the angle between the camera and the laser and the baseline shift with the tangents, you can calculate the height of the object. So the advantages are you get a very high measurement accuracy, so we talk about microns. You can have very fast measurements, and the laser is a laser class 3R, so you have a full daylight robustness, but you don't need additional safety components. Yeah, here's some key facts about the Matrox AltiZ. So as I already said, it's a dual camera single laser design that leads to high 3D reproduction fidelity. It has a solid aluminum housing with M12 connectors. So it has an IP67 rating. It uses unique embedded algorithms and a streamlined sensor setup and verification via the Matrox CaptureWorks utility for Windows and for Linux. So you can have a very fast setup and calibration. Here you can see the inner view of the AltiZ. So as I said, the two M12 connectors for GigE, which also includes power over Ethernet, 24-volt input and output for decoders and encoders. There are different versions with red laser or blue laser. We are using two cameras with a 2-megapixel image sensor from onsemi, the Python 2000. And there is an SoC for processing, communication, and control. But here you can't run an image software like the mill or the design assistant. It's an IRM Cortex A9 CPU. Yeah, the next point is, of course, there are a lot of different laser scanners already available. But we are the only one that uses a dual camera system, and that means dual camera means double the data. You can improve your quality and density of the 3 data, so you can correct reflections, you have less shading, and you can increase the speed if you use the two cameras in alternating mode. So now we see a little example how you can correct the reflections. You see two screws. And on the downside of the picture, you see there is some reflection, and it's just one camera. It's very hard to see which is your laser line you want to see and which lines are reflections. So now we can have a short look on the Matrox CaptureWorks assistance. So the upper photo on the left side, it's the picture from the left side. The picture below is the image from the right side, and you see every picture shows some shading. But if you merge these two pictures together, you can correct the reflections and have your real surface geometry and no reflections anymore. Yeah, and somebody maybe is now wondering why there is a gap on the first image on the upper side, on the left side. And this is the next big topic, why you should use a dual camera system. Because with a dual camera system, you have less shading. For example, imagine a block entering the laser line, and then the right camera is shaded and can't see the laser line. If the block leaves the laser line, the left camera can't see it. And with a dual camera system, of course, you can see your whole object geometry all the time. And on the right side, you see two Matrox AltiZs working together in a master-slave configuration. So if you have very complex geometry, you also can use two or more AltiZs combined. Yeah, of course, scanning a block is very easy. Also, a standard laser profile scanner can solve the solution. But here you can see a much more complex geometry. And with this geometry, it's very hard for just one camera to see all the different geometries. Here we can see on the left side a single camera view. You see there are a lot of blank surfaces where you get no data from your laser scanner. If you use it in a two-camera view, it's the yellow one. You see less blank surfaces. And if you merge these two pictures together on the right side, every pixel which is yellow is additional information which you get from the second camera, and you can't see it with just one camera. The next point is you can increase the speed. Of course, if you have a very complex geometry, you have to use the two cameras simultaneously. But if it's just a standard geometry like a block or something easy, you can run the AltiZ in alternating mode. And so you can increase the speed up to 6,180 line scans per second. But then you also have to reduce your image height. So what you can see on the x-axis, it means the number of image sensor lines. It's the height of your object. And so you can also increase the speed. And the next point is, of course, you get 3D data out of your AltiZ, but then you have to do some imaging, and you can use the AltiZ with the Matrox Imaging software. There are two different types. The first one is the Matrox Imaging Library, the MIL, which is for OEM programmers. And there you can really code in Python, C++, or any other programming language. And there is also the Copilot, which helps you in coding the second part of, the second image software from Matrox is the Design Assistant, which is a flowchart-based tool for configuration or for configuring your vision software. And this is a graphical interface. And it's one of the most successful imaging softwares in the world.
Dear sirs and madams, due to the current COVID-19 situation, please note the general hygiene rules. A minimum distance of 1.5 meters to other people must be observed. You are required to wear medical mouth and nose cover. Follow the requirements of the currently valid corona guidance.
Okay, so it's one of the most successful imaging softwares in the world. It's proven in industry and science since 1993, so we have a lot of knowledge, and it's very successful. It supports Windows and Linux, so it doesn't matter which operating system you use, both are supported. And it gives you a high flexibility. Of course, you can access every GigE Vision camera, every USB 3 Vision camera. You can do multi-camera setups. You can use TCP/IP protocol, Ethernet IP, Modbus, Profinet. You can interact with robo controllers, and you have hundreds of imaging processing functions. So we can give a solution for every problem. And now we have a short look on the Matrox AltiZ in action and how you can access the AltiZ in the CaptureWorks Assistant. Here you can see the scanning of the more complex geometry. And now you can see how the data is provided in the CaptureWorks Assistant. This is live while scanning. And then you get the Pauncloid, where you can also do some very easy measurements, like in any CAD program. Okay, so thanks a lot for joining, and visit us at our booth at C48. There we have a live demo scanning the Alps. And if you have any questions, you can ask now or later at the booth.
Yeah, Andreas, thank you very much for your presentation. I don't have any question from the audience on my panel, so just a question in analog form. Is there someone who wants to ask? You would have the time? Okay, your presentation seemed to be perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
And as I said, visit us at our booth. If there are any questions, we can talk.